everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Street Smart Millionaire. Today, I have the second favorite woman in my life after my wife, Britt, is my girl, Julie Johnson. Hello, Julie.
Hello, Rick. So great to be here.
So you've been in the mortgage business how long?
27 years.
27 years, and you've been over $1 million how many years in a row in income?
9 years.
9 years in a row, you've made more than $1 million. So if you've made $1 million over 9 years, like I've made $1 million over 30 years, you've made $1 million 9 years. You're clearly an expert in the mortgage business, correct?
I would say so, yes.
So just like a lot of my audience is not in the mortgage business. We have about 35,000 people watching the podcast. About 15,000 are mortgage and real estate. How many clients do you help them know?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. I probably help about 100 clients a month, and I don't end up working with all of them.
So you have 100 clients a month at your branch, and then you personally help how many?
I personally help and work with them about 20 to 26.
So 20 to 26 you do personally. Then you have a branch that does about 100. And just so people know, for branch size, that's probably an 8 on the branch scale at 100 loans a month. That's a really good branch. And you have how many salespeople at your branch?
I have 6 salespeople, and then I have a few individual branches also that I help manage.
So, in the mortgage business, like, how do you get loans?
I get loans because I meet wonderful real estate partners that I want to work with, and get to know them a little bit, and then gain trust over time. And just, when you have a really good process, it's actually pretty easy to bring in good people to work with you. So for me, the process is probably, and the foundation of my business is most important.
So how many realtors do you work with?
I work with about 80 realtors.
So 80 realtors. And if you were to pick your top 10, what do they all have in common?
They're go-getters. They're very professional. They trust me. They trust my team. They're kind, and they do a lot of business.
Cool. So do you do business with realtors you don't like?
No, I don't.
Cool. So when did you decide to only deal with people you liked? How long ago?
Probably about 6 years ago.
And what do you have to do before that in business?
Well, before that, you have to do every deal you have to possibly do and work with everybody. You have to
deal with everybody. You have to be nice to everybody. You have to kiss everybody in butt. And then when you have a really established business, that's when it becomes spectacular, because you said the one secret. You only deal with people that are like-minded. You agree?
Yes, 100%.
Like, I find you very kind. So it's the things that you're looking for in your realtors, or how I find you. Find you a go-getter. I find you very kind. I find you very professional. So I think those things are a secret. Now, are most people kind?
I think so.
You do? Do you think
they're
go-getters?
No, not go-getters.
Do you think they're professional?
Most of them are, yes.
Okay. I would say that half of the business world nowadays is professional. Like, professional to me starts with wardrobe, behavior, follow-up, processes, systems. Those things all describe professionalism to me. You agree with that?
Correct. Then it is right, 50%.
So you have 80 realtors that you deal with. How often do you talk to them?
Oh, goodness. Every day, several, mostly Monday. But I talk to, I try and talk to as many of the 80 as I can if they'll return my calls. But typically I'm talking to probably anywhere from 30 to 50 people a week.
Cool. So 30 to 50 realtors a week that you're talking to, and probably calling 70 to 100, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Now, in the mortgage business, you'll do how much volume this year?
I will do 200 million.
200 million, and that will rank you where in the industry?
Oh, goodness.
Top 50, top 80 in the nation?
I would say so, top 50.
So you'll be top 50 loan rep in the nation doing 200 million. Now, 20 to 26 loans is big, but it's not gigantic, but it's because your loan amounts are so large, correct?
Correct. I have large loan amounts being in Seattle.
What's your average mortgage amount that you deal with?
About 690.
Okay. So let's talk about the process from lead to application. Okay. So you get how many leads a month?
I get about 100 leads a month.
You get 100 leads a month, and let's go through the process of how you contact them. What happens when the lead comes in?
Sure. So usually my real estate agents will, introduce me via email most of them, and some of them do it via text. It just depends on their time. So the first thing I do is speed. Everything is about speed, speed, speed. So we reply very, very quickly, and usually goodness, within a few minutes if I can. I mean, 30 minutes at the most, but really it's a lot
So
more like
time the lead comes in, they're contacted within a half hour by you or somebody, correct?
Correct. Yes. We're responding right away. And then right after that, the first step is I need to see them face to face, meaning at least on Zoom in the beginning. We want them to come in later for the pre-approval meeting, but I want to see them right away on Zoom.
After somebody talks to them as a lead, they get a meeting with you personally, either on Zoom or come into your office. Which do you prefer?
I prefer them coming into the office, of course.
Why?
Because there's nothing like, being face to face, really true face to face, where I can shake their hand and spend time with them and be in a room with them.
It builds the most important word, which is what?
Trust.
Excellent job. Excellent. So you can't build trust if there's not relationship, and there's more relationship face to face than there is Zoom. There's way more relationship Zoom than there is on the phone. There's way more relationship Zoom than there is online. You agree with that?
Correct.
So our
100%.
style of doing business is not the industry standard, correct?
It's not the industry standard. Most people just talk on the phone and send emails out. The order takers.
It's not even our company standard. Like, we work at the number one retail company. We both work across country, and you're probably, what are you, number 6 at the company?
Hopefully I'm in the top 10 right now. Yes. Haven't checked this morning.
You're in the top 10 at the company, and a lot of the other people have a different model than you. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It's just not okay for us. Our style is foundationally based on relationships with good quality people. You agree?
Correct. 100%.
So you called the lead within a half hour. You've Zoomed them or met with them within how fast?
The same day. I want to meet with them the same day that they contact.
You want to meet with them the same day they call it.
Same
So
day.
you're the fastest at getting to the client. There's no 2-week out appointment, is there?
No. You need to see them right away, like the same day, or the very worst, the next day. We want to get things
So let's
fast.
say you had a Zoom meeting with me, and I decide that you're going to be my lender, and I'm going to go look for a house. So you then pre-qual me, which means you let me know how much mortgage I can borrow, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yes.
Well, send me back to the realtor, then you're in constant contact with the realtor?
Oh, constant contact. The minute I'm done with that first initial meeting, figuring out their goals and explaining the process, right away the notes go out to the referral partner, so they know exactly what's going on. So they like that because they feel like they're involved and they find out things that they didn't even know. And so I like to be that person that they know they can trust, and I'll give that information to them.
So the time the lead is called to the time the mortgage closes, that process takes anywhere from 2 weeks if they've already bought a house to up to about 3 months, correct?
Correct. Yes. 3
How
months.
much contact will they get from the time they initially call you to they close?
They will see me twice. See me, whether that's
Either live or on Zoom twice, right?
Yes,
Once
yes.
pre-qual, once they buy a house.
Correct. Mm-hmm. And then they'll also, lots of calls. So throughout our process, we have moments where we're going to share joy with the client. So when the loan is approved, we're going to give an honor call, congratulate them. When the appraisal is coming in, we actually look at the appraisal and say something nice about it and just say, I love the natural light. So they're constantly hearing from me. I love to look at the appraisals even to this day. And then when the loan is clear to close and then funded. So we're constantly, me and my team are constantly, spreading joy and happiness, because we want people to realize this is a good thing. They're very stressed out, especially my clients here. They're all software engineers, a lot of high C's, which they're very analytical, but they forget that this is a wonderful thing that they're doing. They're buying a home. So we try to interject that from the beginning to the end of the process.
It is a wonderful thing, and that you make it a wonderful thing 27 years later is why you're so good at it. A lot of people don't bring out the joy in the mortgage and real estate. Listen, they don't bring out the joy in anything. I was just met with an architect earlier with my wife because we're going to design a new house at the farm, and it wasn't fun. So what did we all say after? We're not going to work together.
Right.
He's not our guy. Like,
Right.
My wife's like, he didn't really ask questions about how I live in the house, what rooms I use and what I use more of. He didn't really talk to me about what I wanted or what I needed.
Wow.
He just talked about him. Typical what people do. You agree?
Right. We ask,
It's not about us. It's about who.
it's about them.
Yeah. Now, for you to have 100 leads and close 22 loans, I think 23 is your average. You have how many team members that take care of you?
I have about 6 direct team members that only work on my files. That's
So 6 clients that only work on you and your 23 clients a month. Now, you always keep in process how many clients total in process between looking for property or have already found the property. What do you keep? 75
goodness.
at all times?
Oh, probably more, to be honest. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer here. So maybe 100 to 125.
So you have 100 to 125 clients either looking for a house or they bought their house, correct?
Correct.
So we call those pre-approvals and then
Mhm.
under contract clients. So how often do you contact them while they're looking for properties?
Once a week. So we actually do a call one week, and the next week it's an email telling them, and basically we want them to know who's working that weekend. So because I have a great team and a large team, we're able to give weekend coverage. So we want the client to know on Thursday who's working that weekend. It honestly might even be me that weekend, or it might be Brittany or Natasha. So we want them to know that they can contact us. So at
You
least
always have somebody they can deal with, all kind of hours. You have staggered schedules with your people. So
Yep.
overall, like, I know your business is very white glove. What do you feel it is?
I feel it's white glove, but I'm always trying to get better, just like you always say to me. Always got to get bigger.
How many referrals do you get a month that are from clients, not from realtors?
Past clients or current clients?
Both.
Yeah, I just got a current client referral. It was a 9.5 million purchase price, and their loan amount's going to be 5 million. I know, it's amazing. So I've
heard you from a current client.
A current client. Correct.
Yeah. Just so you know, we love the architect. We built the house a couple of years ago. We loved the architect. We didn't love we loved the decorator. We didn't love the architect or the builder. So the decorator is picking people for me that she wants me to work with. She's picking an architect. She's picking a builder because she was so great. And I've referred her. She's gotten 5 jobs from me. What happens when you're blown away?
You refer business.
Now, just so you know, there's a certain type of people that blow other people away. Got it?
Okay.
And I'm telling you that I meet somebody and I'll be like, that guy doesn't care if he blows me away. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes. Why is that, you think?
I think they're self-driven about their gains, not so much. Like, I believe you have to serve to earn. So I believe that if I take care of you as a coach, you're going to take care of my coaching clients to help me earn money. So I think that, is it self-centered or serve-centered? So I think that you're serve-centered. What does serve mean versus service?
Service is if you give good service, you're closing on time, you're doing those things that service. Serving others is going deeper, making it more of a relationship, making sure they come into the office, giving them gifts throughout the process, giving them joy. So going deeper, managing their fears. So for us, that's what we feel like it is.
So managing their fear and bringing out the joy of the experience, that's serve. Closing on time, calling every week, meeting regular, following up, that's service. You agree?
Right. Yeah, you have to do that.
Confuse those two words?
All the time.
You agree? And I will tell you this, for me, I look at 2 words in the English language that I think are out of the Bible. I look at surrender to an authority and I look at serving people. I think if you do those 2 things, what will happen?
You're going to blow up.
What does surrendering to an authority mean?
It means, being accountable to somebody. So like for me, because you're my mentor, you're my coach, I'm accountable to you. You're watching me. You're watching my numbers. You're looking at, you get to look at my bank account to make sure I'm saving money and I'm giving money. That is special.
So why is it that so many people aren't under somebody else's authority? Like, I think it's one of the problems with America. Do you agree with that?
Right. Yeah.
So just so you know, whoever is the president, a Democrat or a Republican, I'm under their authority. Do you agree with that?
Correct.
Cool. Whoever the mayor is, whoever the governor is, the police person, I'm under their authority. I just think there are some people that are naturally like rebellious and they won't be under somebody's authority. I think they have a hard time blowing up and breaking records. You look at the pro athletes that are under authority, they do better than the rebellious pro athletes. You agree? Now, we've been together. I've been your coach and boss and mentor for how long now?
10 years have been in level 3 and going on 7 years as a coach for you.
So you've been with me 10 years total, 3 years as a student, and 7 years you've been one of my coaches. Why is coaching so important to you that you are a coach? Why is that important to you?
Well, I love to help people. It honestly makes me feel valuable. I love to serve. I don't know why. And maybe it's the mom in me. I have 4 kids and I love to take care of my kids. And I want to see people win. I mean, this industry is pretty hard, real estate and mortgages. You could get really burned out. So having somebody that you can look up to, having somebody that you can, ask questions to, a lot of our students want us to feel proud as a coach. And I love that. I love that special relationship we have with our students.
I think that you're in love with your business, and I know you, and I know you're pretty in love with your life, and I think that shows in everything you do and how you carry yourself and your attitude. And we were on the mountain this weekend with 30 couples, and they're all like you. They're all the best of the best in the mortgage and real estate business, correct? And
Correct.
it's funny, as I sat around with them, the positive energy was so infectious. Every time I was at a dinner table or at a outing or we were doing something, it's a pretty amazing group of people, wasn't it?
Yes, was surrounding yourselves with like-minded people, warriors, people that just want to get better. There's nothing like it, but also people who are humble and know that they haven't made it yet. I love that about all of us, all the coaches. I feel like everybody is like that. Do you think that's the truth?
Well, I will tell you, for me, I think everybody is better than me, so I never think I'm better than anybody else. So I always feel I'm behind. I'm always a little insecure about I can do better and I'm not good enough and I can be more valuable and I can make the trip better and so I always feel a little inadequate. I don't know about you. Do you feel like that, or
Yes,
how do you feel?
absolutely. I mean, I'm always, our thoughts like comes in your mind, right? I don't necessarily try and believe them all because it could bring me down. But for sure, I definitely know that there's more to me. There's more growth in me. I think a lot of us have a growth mindset, and I never want to stop growing. I mean, even when I'm 90 years old, I want to learn something. I want to be better.
So tell me about your day from the time you get up to the time you go to bed.
Okay. I get up at about 4:45 in the morning. I have coffee. I either meditate or I journal, or I just, listen to something positive. And then I head to the gym and I work out with a group fitness class for about 45 minutes. That's at 6 a.m. to 6:45. Just keeps me going, keeps me healthy. I'm looking to be on this planet for a long time. So I'm just trying to get better. And then after that, I go to work. I come in the office at about 8:30 to 8:45. I'm in a good mood at that point because I've worked out. I've had a good breakfast. And, I set the tone. I set the mood. I'm the weather. So when I walk in, I want to make sure that the team sees me smile. I talk as I go down the aisle. And then I get here and my schedule is boom, packed, 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 packed all day.
All day nonstop, you're on the go with your phone calls, Zoom meetings, meetings. I mean, I look at my day and I run like I'm running to get here for the podcast. And then I got a 2:00 meeting. I go nonstop. So you work until what time at night?
Right now I'm working probably 50 to 60 hours a week, and it's okay because I'm in a season of my life where I can do that. So some days I'm here till 7, some days I leave at 5. It just depends what's happening. So I
Go from like 8:30 to 5 or 8:30 to 7. And then when you get home, what does your evening look like?
Oh goodness. Well, I'm most of the time really hungry. Sometimes I go to yoga and do a little yoga. Yoga for me is more like a relaxing time.
It's like me having a cigar, right? It's like me having a cigar at the end of every day.
Yoga.
It's how I wine. Some people have a glass of wine. You do a little yoga. I have a little cigar. Kind of like calms me down.
Right.
Focus on. What time do you go to bed at night?
I'm in bed at about 8:45 and I usually fall asleep. I have a bedtime routine and I'm usually like asleep at 9:30.
So you're asleep at 9:30. Are you a TV watcher, or are you walk the dog at night, or what are your activities you like to do?
I'm definitely walking at night. I have a rucksack. You've had a rucksack before. Do you have your rucksack still?
I do have a rucksack. I wear it every Saturday when I farm. So that's a weighted vest that I wear that Eric Colby sent me. I wear that every night when I walk the dogs.
He got me into that too. So mine's 20 pounds and I walk after dinner for about 25 to 35 minutes every night. Rain.
You're very active physically. You're very active in your work. What does your spiritual life look like?
My spiritual life looks like I meditate. So for me, that is whether I'm praying, I'm being grateful, I'm thinking about all the people that I love. I just try to be in a space where I appreciate a lot, and just knowing that I'm very lucky to be alive. I'm very lucky to, do what I do because, I feel like I've won the lottery being in this business, to be honest. I mean, it's a lot of hard work, but I want to make my spiritual life is just being grateful. and talking to Roy, of course, who once a month who gets me on track.
Like kind of like our chaplain of the core. So he helps us with Jesus and God and faith and marriage and relationships. We all work with him every week. I'll work with him today for 2 hours about what I could have done better to serve you all on the weekend, how I could be a better husband to Britt, how I could honor God and serve God at a higher level. And he'll give me some feedback that will not be what?
It won't be good all the time.
It won't be pleasant. Sometimes it's very direct and harsh, just like sometimes I'm very direct and harsh. So if you don't have a teacher or a mentor or a paternal figure or a boss that is tough on you, you probably won't what?
I won't grow.
Yes. So
I just
we got to be tough on everybody. And now you're starting to take on a bigger leadership role in the core. That's a new thing for you, where now you got to lead the leaders. That's a big thing, isn't it?
It is. I'm really honored to help out in that way for sure.
Why do you want to take on a bigger role in the coaching business?
Well, a lot of it is because I feel like I love people, and I love the fact that I'm so lucky that I found the core 10 years ago. It has completely changed my life, and I could never, ever understate how grateful I am that I'm part of this organization for you and Britt and Roy. It's just changed everything. So I want to pay that back. And by doing so, I'm just going to get better. When you keep elevating me, I'm just going to get better. So I'm not going to say no.
Cool. I know you're running our new subscription. Tell the audience about our new subscription program we're launching next week.
So excited. Greg Gale and I, Patrick Conway, we are in charge of the subscription. And so we're revamping it. So there is a subscription now, but we're redoing it. It's going to be out, I believe, in about 3 to 4 weeks. That's the new launch date. It's beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's got so much great information. We're basically taking videos of us doing real work. So I'm on here doing Tuesday updates. I'm making my 40 realtor calls. I'm talking about who's the first person I need to hire. Patrick's doing the same thing on the realtor side. So Greg and I are doing that on the lender side. So we're talking about everything from marketing to webinars to social media to, have a good conversation with your client. Every nitty-gritty thing that will help anybody in any level of the business of real estate.
Like our coaching is really established for people over 25 million. You agree? You make 250 grand, you hire us, you pay us 40 grand a year, we get you to $1 million. That's our specialty, correct?
Correct. Right.
We've helped 767 people go from 300 to $1 million net income.
700 already?
767 we've helped.
Wow.
In 24 years.
It's amazing.
That's kind of our claim to fame. And our subscription, so many people were mad because they couldn't get to us because they weren't big enough, because we're such an elite coaching company. The subscription was really your idea to let the masses know what the biggest people in the industry are doing. You agree?
Yes, it's going to be incredible. It's going to help so many people, whether you're just getting into the industry or you're actually, already producing at a high level. There's so much you can learn.
It teaches everything we do without the accountability that coaching has. You agree?
Correct.
And hopefully it's going to be $99 a month. And how will they be able to join?
Well, we're going to launch it and we're going to send it all out, and they'll be able to just sign up. It's that easy. So the people that already know us are going to be able to have that information. And then we're also going to spread that out to everyone.
So if people are lenders and realtors and they want to learn more from you, more from me, more from other coaches, they can start on the subscription at $99 a month. It'll be available in a month. I think they can actually get in it now. There'll be a QR code on all of the podcasts and everything they do, so they can sign up. And it's constantly going to be updated with you coaching and you selling and you meeting with realtors and Patrick Conway doing listings and buyers. So we're only in the real estate and lending industry, but I will tell you, business is business. Starts with a good flow of leads. You agree with that?
Good flow of leads.
Number 2, it goes with an active leader. You and me are very what?
Active leaders.
Active. Number 3, you got to have capital to do a good business. You agree?
Yes, for sure.
Number 4, you need a uniform process. To me and you do the mortgages the same way.
We do.
And now that you're a director, either you come up with the idea or I come up with the idea, but the 4 or 5 of us that are running the core, we all agree with what the new processes are. Like we just came out with our new vision to make $1 million. So you got to have a good supply of warm leads. You got to have an active owner, an active leader. You got to have plenty of capital to hire a team and run a good business. You got to have a uniform process, and you got to have unity. What does unity mean?
Unity is we're all for one. We all have a cause together, and we're working together to meet that cause.
What are some things you do to increase the unity in your team?
Well, we go out, we have events together. We're going golfing, like a little golf putt place in a couple weeks. We have a lot of team meetings. I train a lot. I have a weekly training with Julie where I'm 15 to 20 minutes. I'm talking about everything from health to how to, send a good email out, email etiquette, voice tonality. So just pouring into the team what I've learned from the core and you has helped them grow. So it's my honor to do that for them.
Well, I think leadership has to flow down. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And if you were to look at any leadership trainer, any of the great people, like I follow John Maxwell, but any of the great leadership trainers, leadership is always in levels. You got to lead yourself. You led yourself out of a long time. You were a single mom for how long? How long were you a single mom?
A long time, about 5 years.
So for 5 years, you were a single mom, raised 4 kids, correct? While you were building your career. So you got to lead yourself. Then you got to lead teammates. Then you got to lead others. Then the ultimate level of leadership is what we're working on right now, is where you lead the leaders. That's the ultimate level. That's what you're doing now, where you're taking a role to lead our coaches, take them to a next level. As a powerful, independent career woman, what are some things you can give the female audience that they need to look for and work on?
I think female high producers, or even if you're not a high producer, just on the workforce, we're so hard on ourselves, because even though we have help with our spouses, with the kids, we always feel like we're the ones that should always, be the first one involved. So it's very stressful. And then that balance of, how do I work 50 hours when I need to be home? I honestly think that it's so hard to have work-life balance, but you have to make it happen. And you have to, like what you say to me, which I really love, and you said this to me for years, is Julie, when you're at work, you're obsessed. You're obsessed with work. When I go home, I'm obsessed with my family. If I'm going somewhere on the weekend, if I'm taking vacation, I'm obsessed. So I'm trying to be there and present for them so that I can pour into them. I have to be able to figure it out, if that makes sense.
So work-life balance for women is more difficult, but you have to make it happen. You agree?
Yes.
My favorite Bible verse talks about that. My favorite Bible verse is, give your all and all you do unto the Lord. So in everything, be obsessed. Whatever you're doing, be all in, be crazy, be fired up. So you think women need to work really hard on work-life balance? What else is something women need to do?
I think physically they need to get in shape. And I'm saying this because I went through that journey. I recently lost 20 pounds in the last 3 years, and it has made me it's made me such a better businesswoman too.
You work out how many days a week?
I work out about 6 days a week. That might be too much.
You rucksack how many days a week?
At least 3.
So you 3-day you rucksack, 6 days you work out in the gym, weights and cardio?
Weights and not so much cardio. Weights is like cardio for me. Yeah.
And how much yoga?
2 to 3 times a week too. But that yoga is
3 yoga a week,
Mhm.
3 rucksacks a week, 6 workouts at the gym. So you're super intense about your workout. How's your diet?
I am really good, really clean. Lots of protein, lots of vitamins, and my nutrition is dialed in right now. Thank goodness.
How many meals do you have a day?
I have 3 meals a day and snacks.
Okay, so work-life balance is really good. I think that for women, is it important to have coaches and mentors?
Absolutely, it is. Just somebody to turn to for help, somebody to guide you, somebody you can look up to. It's completely changed my life, my children's lives, my family's life. I'm the first millionaire in my family because of the core training and hitting the lottery by finding.
What did you make when you hired me 10 years ago?
I was making $150,000.
So you made $150,000 when you hired me, and this year you'll make how much money?
Close to $3 million.
So you make right around 3. So you're really killing it. You're running a good business. You're running a good branch. You're taking care of yourself personally. You have 4 kids and how many grandkids?
4 grandkids too.
And how old are your grandkids?
4, 2.5, 1.5, and 9 months.
So you're a little behind me. I got 5 and mine range from 7 to about 12. So you're a little behind me. So what's the next 5 years look like?
The next 5 years is definitely still working with my team. I'm just focusing on staying under 30 units a month. I've had a few months this year that I've hit 30 a couple times, but I want to average 25 to 30 in the next 5 years. Just mentoring my team, being involved with the core, of course, and the subscription, and just, being happy, joyful, and just enjoying what I do and being in love with what I do.
There are no big BHAG dreams for me and you anymore, is there?
No.
I have a really good business. I have a really good life. I want everything in my life to get a little better. Can you agree with that?
Yes, that's exactly how I
I'd
feel.
like to be a little better husband. I'd like to be a little better Christian. I'd like to be a little better coach. I'd like to be a little better investor. I'd like to be a little better giver. So I think that we're aligned, that we have a great business and a great life, and we want to tweak it and make it a little better. You agree? So I work with Roy. I work with Ron, my boss. You work with me. You work with Roy. You work with whoever your coach is, and you're coaching. So I'm really thrilled to be on a journey with you, and I'm very, very proud of you. I think you represent not only the core well, but I think you represent Americans well. I think you represent females well all over the world. I think you're doing a great job. Everybody out there, if we're not the right coaching company for you, find the right coaching company for you. You agree in coaching?
100% coaching, 150%. Yep.
And you agree we might not be for everybody.
No, we're not for everybody. This is the
Why
hard.
would they hire the core? Why would they hire us specifically? Besides, they could work with you and me. Why would they hire the core? What is
Well,
it about?
because they're going to make more, they're going to save more, and they're going to learn to give, which is something I never had before. I never thought about giving, but being in the core, I give money away, and it just makes me so fulfilled.
So if they want to make more, save more, give more, they should hire us, correct?
100%.
If they want to win plaques, they probably shouldn't hire us. You agree?
No. We don't do this a lot, but we
like to fun. We do this a lot more than we do this. You agree? So we're a butt kicking company.
Right.
If you don't mind getting your butt kicked, you don't have thin skin, we'd love to have you. If you want to join the subscription, you'll get a lot of Julie, a lot of Greg Gale, a lot of Patrick Conway, a lot of me. So we took our best people that we thought taught the best, and that's what we have running the subscription. All of you, thank you very much for following the Street Smart Millionaire. We broke 35,000 people watching last week, which was a new record for us. That's a lot of people watching us. All of you, go be like Julie Johnson. Have a great week. Thank you, Julie. Street Smart Millionaire over and out.